Yo guys, what is up and welcome back to another video. Today we are back and we're going to be playing the tower in Geometry Dash. So the tower was released with the 2.2 update, and as you can see there is only 4 levels so far in the tower. But today we're just going to be doing a walkthrough. I won't necessarily collect every coin, but I will show you how you can get them, especially the gold and blue coins. Most of the other coins, the third ones, come from beating it under a certain time period, which just means you have to like speed run the level. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And with that, let's get right into it. So level 1 of the tower, it's just called the tower actually. It's fairly easy. There's not really much to this. It is a platformer level, so you can kind of go around. You get some dropping blocks that kind of respawn. Everything is pretty fun so far. You get nice checkpoints here, which you gotta love. This is a great introduction to the platformer mode. You can even see the introduction to kind of the camera effects that we can do here. So that's quite nice. As you can see, you're trying to look for secrets at this point. You can see there's kind of a glow in the wall there. You might be wondering, like, what is that? How do I get up to it? You can't get it from here, but you can get it if you kind of go over here and then jump into it. And there is your first blue coin. So if you're looking for secrets, that's the first one that you want to keep an eye out for. And that's kind of what you got to do in these levels, is look for those types of secrets as you're going through them. And we'll kind of show those as we go through. But anyway, you're going to want to collect all these coins here without falling off the platform. And then again, you've got to dodge these kind of spikes coming towards you, which isn't too difficult. You just got to time it properly. And then we get to these wheels, which at this point, you're just trying to collect all the coins. And obviously that is only if you want the coins. You don't have to collect all these coins. And actually you can't do that, otherwise you're gonna die. So this is a common problem with this level actually. If you wanna get that last coin there, you actually need to go fairly quick. Okay, so you can just jump like that. It's actually not that difficult. You can just make that jump directly. So there you go. And if you do end up coming down here, actually, there is another secret blue coin in here. So as you can see, now we've got all 3 blue coins. And that's what you need to get the first coin, or second secret coin of this level. And that's pretty much it. That's the first level of the tower. You can go click on this button, and then there'll be a little animation, you get to talk to this kind of eye that scans you. The animations are actually pretty amazing in the tower. I do love it a lot. I think it's really fun to play for platformer levels. So it's actually pretty fun. And there you go. As you can see, we did beat the level. We collected all of the gold coins or yellow coins, all of the blue ones, and then unfortunately we didn't get the third coin because of time. So if you want to get the third coin, you got to beat it in under 70 seconds, which honestly is not too difficult if you're not collecting these coins. But if you are going to collect the coins, it's fairly hard to get all 3. But with that, that's the first level complete of the tower. And we can get right into the second level, since this is going to be the final animation. You kind of fall in, and we'll see how that connects to the second level. So let's get right into it. Level 2 of the tower. So after falling in deep into the sewers, we are now arriving in the sewers, and now we gotta, dodge this poison. And again, try and collect all the coins and get out of here. So once again, the level is actually fairly easy. These blocks don't sink on you, so you're a little bit more safe here. But do note that if you die at any point now, you will lose your coins. So once you've collected that blue coin, you kind of can't die. Otherwise, you will have to go back and get it, which is kind of annoying. But if you come up and get this checkpoint, then you'll be fine. So as long as you don't die there, should be all good. Once again, you're trying to get, across these platforms, and you do want to collect those coins, so try to get those as you kind of go along. And then, just watch out for those falling pillars. Here, there's nothing really to get inside the walls, so you can kind of make your way up. If you do want to go to the exit, you can enter from the right here into that door. However, if you want to find out more secret coins, you can kind of jump across these falling platforms. And you can actually make it to this switch over here. You drop the switch and you get a blue coin, which is great. So now you can kind of just drop down, get your blue coin, and head on back into the other room. Again, watch out for the falling platforms. And other than that, you should be safe to make your way into the final room. So at this point, we have collected 2 of the blue coins. So there is still 1/3 coin to collect, and we'll see where that is as we kind of go through here. But now you got to survive this crazy kind of boss level almost, and try and collect all these coins as you do it. Again, you got to watch out for these spikes coming through the middle here. And you do got to make sure you get over to this side so that you can get all the coins. And again, dodge the spikes. And with that, you're in the boss level. So now you're trying not to die at this point. It's kind of difficult, to be honest. Oh my god, I died at the very end. That was actually the easy part too. And then you jump to the middle at the end, and there you go. You've done the boss level. Now you see this small crack in the corner here? Well, that is actually the final blue coin. Kind of cheesy, but at the end of the day, it's a secret. You get your final coins, and there you go. There's your secret coins. If you want to get the third one, again, you have to beat it in under 100 seconds, which can kind of be difficult if you want to do the whole boss level there, but it's not too bad overall. That's the end of the second level, the sewers. Let's get right into the third level. So the third level is the cellar. So now we're back in the cellar, and here, this guy's kind of, looking at you, unsure what's going to happen. Well, bang, you're a robot. So now you change and convert. You get to some platformer fun in the robot. Again, trying to collect all these coins and, trying not to die here. Once again, we see a crack in the wall. That's another blue coin. Again, not my favorite blue coins, but, that is what it is, I guess. This is pretty fun. I do like this part. And this part's actually kind of difficult. You can kind of time it the 1, 2, 3 here, but it does become kind of difficult. You have to kind of know which ones are going to come up or not. So you kind of know this one's free, and then you can jump along. But that definitely does take a little bit of practice. It's actually not that easy. And now, again, you're trying to just climb up these stairs, not get hit by the spikes as you're going up. And not like that. Unfortunately, if you do die, you will have to restart. So we're going to have to skip back to that part, but that is kind of annoying if you do die. And you will have to recollect the coin as well. So make sure you do that every time you die. All right, so we're back here. Again, trying to collect all these gold or yellow coins as we go up the steps. And if we kind of, skip a step there, we can make it up to the final part where this guy goes crazy. I don't even know what he's doing. He's upset that I'm completing this level. My robot's happy. He's jumping. And here we do actually just get a bomb, I think. So coming from the left, on your left, we get a bomb, and we're able to blow up the rattle dash. And there you go. You can make it to the checkpoint. So at this point, we have collected 1 blue coin. So you might be thinking, where are the other blue coins? For some reason, if you jump here in this corner, you get a blue coin here. I don't know why that's a thing, but you just have to jump in that corner on that mushroom, and then you get a free blue coin in there. I guess you could have seen it technically behind the spikes, but honestly, I missed that one on my first try. So now you know. These platforms are kind of fun. They drop, but they don't fully drop. And then you get some spikes that are kind of falling down. So, be wary of that. You might want to let the spikes drop first and then go afterwards. This part is pretty fun, actually. I almost died there, to be honest. But you got to kind of time it well. And again, these things drop as you're going through. So you don't want to, wait on them too long. Once again, you can collect all these coins. And you see the gap on the left here. You can jump in here and get a free coin again. So that's the third blue coin. And at this point, you've collected all the coins that you need to collect. Now you just need to run through this, and boom, you get your 2 secret coins and almost get the 3rd coin. Just again, you got to beat it in under 110 seconds. So that is it for the cellar. Another fun level, and we can move on to the final level of the tower. Let's get right into it. So the final level of the tower is the secret hollow. This one has a very fun boss fight in it, and is actually quite unique. So this one is pretty fun. But again, you can kind of just go through and collect your coins. Oh, not like that. So we'll just go and collect these coins real quick. Here, when you're jumping down, just want to time it with these kind of rolling balls here. And because you're a robot, you can kind of jump over them pretty easily. But if you do stand, around here, you might notice one of these drops a blue coin, which is actually kind of hard to get, but you can run after it and get it. You could have also caught it while it was kind of coming down here, if you're kind of standing right beside it like that. But there you go, that's the first blue coin of the level. Now you have to cross this kind of falling bridge while there's some fireballs getting shot at you. And then you can also make it up these stairs to be safe. Once you enter this other platform, again, it's another checkpoint, and we're on to the second part of this level. So, second part of this level, we just got to jump up these kind of, I guess, ladder, kind of moving ladder, and, oh, we get trapped. So, we can't be a cube here, so they're not happy with that. I do love this animation, it's quite fun, and I think this part is really unique as well. If you jump a few times, you can break out of the box. Now you might be thinking, there's a purple kind of sparkle in the corner there. We'll get back to that, but make sure to keep that in mind while you're trying to beat this level. So again, we're just going to kind of jump through here. If you want to get this yellow coin, you got to jump there. Unfortunately, we can't get up here yet, so there's a button here. I guess we might have to click that one. We're not the ball yet, so we can't get through the door, but we do get a nice platform that falls down, which kind of allows us to come in here. And once again, we can kind of continue with the level. So let's just jump through here, make it up to here, which things are getting crushed. You probably don't want to get crushed by that. But if you do collect these kind of coins, you can make it over to here, and there's another moving ladder for you. But once again, there's a gap here, so you can find another blue coin through the secret. This time we have these kind of, I don't even know, we have these presses, I guess. A hydraulic press is really what it would be called. And these hydraulic presses also are crushing the spikes. So if you do want to get that coin up there, you got to wait for the 2 box. But, be careful because there are spikes and you don't want to die to these spikes. And then once you've made it through, you can go to the side and climb your way up once again. Again, jump to get that coin. You can just drop down here. And once you've got all those coins, you can become a ball, which is what we need to get through that final door. Now, up until this point, I think we've collected 2 blue coins. So we're still wondering, where is the 3rd blue coin? If we drop down and we decide to go to the right, we can finish the level. But we can also go to the left here. And like I said, pay attention to that corner kind of gap here. There's the 3rd blue coin. So a little bit of a secret, kind of a fun little detour, I guess, that you can take with the ball, which I actually think is pretty cool. So I like that blue coin. And once you've opened the door, you can get into the next part of the level. Again, if you want to collect all these coins, you do have to take a bit of a harder route here, but honestly not too hard to dodge these guys. And once you've gotten all of the keys, you can get through this side door. Then you got to do it again, but this time there's some rolling balls coming at you. So make sure to be careful for that, which honestly is not too difficult. But again, you just got to make sure you're a little bit careful and you kind of navigate around these guys. And just like that, we can go through the exit. And unfortunately, you've woken this guy. And yeah, that's the cursed thorn So quick boss fight. This is pretty cool, actually. I do like the concept of a boss fight. I think that was a really cool concept. Luckily, he does give you things that can actually hurt him, but as you can see there, if you're not careful, you will miss. So you gotta kind of catch him while he's turning, and obviously you will die if you get hit by the fireball, so try not to get hit. So let's see if we can beat this now. Now I've kind of showed off everything. So again, just waiting for his green fireballs, dodge the other ones, and then when you want to shoot, you can run in and shoot those. You can wait too, like you can wait for him to be closer instead of him being so far away. And you can see he's got a health bar in the top, so again, you can do some damage to him as well. And once you do damage, he's going to get a little bit harder here. He's going to get upset, so just be careful of that. He is starting to shoot a lot faster, but nothing for us, you know, nothing too hard for us yet. And here he shoots a laser, which does get a little bit harder. And again, just watch out for that. As long as you keep moving, you should be fine. But I wouldn't say that this is extremely easy, to be honest. Here, he's going to come down and kind of hit some spikes on you. Again, just make sure you're jumping, and you should be fine. But this actually is kind of difficult, to be honest. Oh, okay, he did get me there. So that was actually a kind of hard transition, to be honest. So quick there, but it's fine. And just like that, we've beat him. There you go. Whew. It is kind of difficult, but you just got to keep moving, and you should be fine. After a few attempts, at least. There we go. The bridge is built. We survived. And now you can just cross the bridge, and boom, you've collected all the coins. And if you want to beat this level to get the third coin, you got to beat it in under 280 seconds. Which with the boss fight is actually kind of difficult, but if you get it first try, you should be fine. And that is it for the tower. Just like that, you can complete all 4 levels of the tower. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to see anything else related to platformer levels or other campaign levels, let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that helped you understand how to get all the coins in the tower. And yeah, with that, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys all next time. Peace out.